Hello everyone and welcome back to our Seasons of Silver, to our little island. Well, it's not looking so bad, is it? So we are still alive, of course, obviously, and we have a nice palace, that's for us. Around the palace, a couple of buildings are situated, you know, paying us taxes, quite a lot of them too, since they are, well, content at the moment, my people. And we have also provided them with some schnapps that makes them even happier, of course. If you're drunk with schnapps and rum at the same time while eating tortillas, oh my goodness, I would be completely busted. And, well, in that case, my population is just the same, it seems. Now, one thing that we still need to do here really is, what I can see is that still we are really tight on those resources there. So, schnapps and tortillas, both of them are not providing as much as I would like to, especially the schnapps. And also the tortillas is only equal anymore. So for that, we do now have our next project at hand, that is the basin irrigation. Getting us more fields out there would be golden. Another thing is we should really follow along with the quest. I have no idea though when the deliveries start, right? So there's upcoming deliveries here. We'll visit in due course. That doesn't really tell me that much, right? I think it might trigger once we start with the silver ore. I have no idea though, right? So we might fail at this miserably. I could also just wait endlessly, perhaps until I get my first silver mining going. No idea about that. The thing is, we should really get cracking on some more farming. And on the other hand, over here we have another clay deposit. Bricks is really not coming in. I gotta say that. We have 2 clay deposits already working for us. It's not enough. There's just not enough coming in. So we are going to afford us this bridge right here for the 20 tons of timber that it cost us. Right, but at least we can afford it. And this one will provide us more bricks than over here. So we do need another production that I'm going to get right here in the desert. Is there something else? There is actually a silver deposit. So I might push this warehouse then a bit over there. I mean, warehouses are cheap, right? So I don't really need to juggle around there. I really just want to get my brick production up. Another thing that we can do is build more houses, but more houses lead to more consumption, and right now I cannot afford that since we're also using almost all the space that is available here now with my plantations for the potatoes. I would probably not really like to add more potatoes than here. We can use this one for normal fields though, or we wait for the radius of the hacienda to expand one more time, and then we can get us some multi-farm factories here as well. So I'm just probably going to wait for that. The major thing right now is the bricks. So we are waiting for the 35 tons of bricks, and then we can build the first hacienda. And for the silver mining, we do need 25 tons of bricks, right? The first silver mine is probably going to be situated here, where we have this deposit. And right next is then the warehouse for this location. But that's once again quite a lot of bricks, and I think the basin is more important right now to supply our population. Alright, the resources are in actually faster than I think now. The bricks is flooding. So let's build the first basin. I think there was a quest, right? Wasn't there a quest? No, it was not. It was just a kind of like a recommendation that we should do this. And as we can see, there's not a lot of irrigation capacity coming out of this one. If I get the basin here now going, that's the canal, right? And we can only really get, I think, 10 of them out. So let's just move this one real quick down here and try to get the maximum out of it. And that's really it. Is that serious? That's how much irrigation we can get out of one basin. It's incredible, really. That's not a lot. I can have one more. Is it expanding somehow then, perhaps? It's at 11 now. It's space water capacity. Alright, but yeah, I guess that's it, right? I can also not connect it with the river or anything like that. Holy cow, what kind of plantation can we squeeze into one of these? That's the important question, right? I mean, what? It's actually going up. Alright, why is it going up? Because it's raining? Productivity? Nope. Doesn't say that. Very strange indeed. It's going up there a bit, a tiny bit at least. So we might get another canal out there. I might actually build us a couple of more canals. And perhaps they just automatically fill up then over time. Might be something, right? At least we can get... Yep, actually there it's filling up a bit. Right? At least we can get us a couple of plantations out there, I think. Like one for now. And what is the most important thing? Tortilla is the most important thing. So that would be the corn plantation. My next one, basically. We should have it as close as possible to the fertile ground, right? And then I'm just going to place it here. And as we can see... Boy, that's not a lot. that we can do here. Also, they need to be adjacent to that, right? So we're still waiting there for this to grow. As we can see, there's more coming up now, so I can have another row. And I've got no idea how many fields we can actually sustain with that. We'll just see. The further it goes up there, the better, of course. Okay, so obviously it states that with rain the water is filling up. I have no idea how quickly the water goes away then again once the monsoon is over. The monsoon is lasting for another 20 seconds, so basically we are coming close to the maximum capacity here, and that's not even half a field. So we will need quite a lot of these fields. And of course, to get the most out of it, we will probably need to have the field up here then. Right, now monsoon is ending. It's over. Summer season begins, and that's probably the maximum of what I was able to achieve, right, for this one. So in summer, let's go get the corn plantation, right, and this one has then the fields left and right, and this is barely full, right, so this is now one field, and that's the maximum that I can afford here. Let's build it. At least that is one corn plantation right out here, and with that, hopefully we can get something done here. I'm going to build another tortilla maker, right? So another one that we can just place here. Because boy, we need those tortillas. And with that, I will also need more goat farms. So another one that I can safely squeeze into this area. They also need a lot of fields. Right, and we can then get us another one most likely here. Very good. Oh, and the actuary introduces himself. There's someone new. Edmund Vara. Collector of royal dues. Okay, so there it starts with the deliveries. And can we upgrade? Oh, we can only upgrade with the obreros. Alright. And this guy is definitely going to have some demands here.
Now, I am here to ensure that your work proceeds efficiently.
And I will also need this one here as my next plantation. Let's just check it out. So corn we have now a slight surplus. Potato is really nice though, surplus wise. So I can get us another schnapps distillery out then.
Have the first quota ready for my next visit.
He's coming back. Alright, so he's just introducing himself now. Oh, yes, okay, they really need to be within the hacienda. Those ones. And there's no other schnapps production that I could have. So in that case, we probably will need to have a smaller industry area just for the schnapps somewhere. Or actually I'm going to have it here at the end of it. Right, so we can squeeze it in safely there. And then I'm going to have my distilleries right out there. And this is something we can build. It's actually rather cheap. That's good to see. This is the schnapps now. And let's also just check my sugarcane. That's not going to work out. But at least the schnapps is... Do we have any other recipe at the moment? No, it's only rum and schnapps for now, right? And there they start working. So schnapps is fine now, and tortilla should also be going up again safely. That means... Oh, wait a second. Deliver... Oh, we already need to deliver 25 tons of silver, right? So that's that. We have the silver ore mine. Let's build it. Let's start the silver mining. There you go. Hola. It will need 45 jornaleros. And with that, silver mining. Oh my goodness, in all its glory. And that seems like a really cool train going up here into the mountain. Beautiful details as always. And there's the silver coming out. That's what we're here for about after all. Getting that silver done. How fast is it producing? Every 2 minutes. We can easily make the count, right? We do need a second one because we would need 50 minutes to get the silver ore out of this one. I could try and boost it. This is possible. With that we can make something, right? We can get a bit more out of it, and we can afford that still. We have enough happiness there. Also, Season of Trials, we get a first quest that I can't click on. Decide how to organize work beneath the blazing sun. A harsh sun blazes overhead. The workers sweat, the air shimmers, the ground burns underfoot. How should production be organized in these conditions? Work hard now, rest later. We get a 50% productivity boost for 30 minutes. Or rest now and work later. Nope, let's work hard now. With this one, we probably will be able to fulfill the delivery on time. And probably there's going to be some downside to that will come. If I have it right in mind from Eden's burning, it's probably going to be harsh. We'll just see about that. For now, we should be getting this one here to 200% effectiveness. And this will be enough for my delivery, my first delivery. Also, I think it's affecting everything, right? So at the moment, yep. As we also can see here, rum is pretty up there. And I think we don't have enough goat meat. For the tortilla maker, we don't need the 50% here though. Right, let's reduce that. Because we have 2 of them already and they consume more than what we have anyway. This one needs an upgrade there. Just going to build us another warehouse for now. But otherwise, we are actively hurting our economy there. And potato is still going up, despite having now 2 breweries. So at least that's something. And this one is lacking... Is it actually going down now? I think the basin is now losing water again. Yep. So most likely we are losing more and more productivity off the corn plantation now. This is a really interesting mechanic, I gotta say that. So I guess by the end of summer, this one is down to 0 then. At some point. Really cool actually. The only thing that stays stable is our lake. Right, so we can still have a couple more plantations here then. Ah, very good. And also the radius has been increased because we do have now a few more people living in here. And we can also say, for example, increase the rum to increase happiness. Yeah, I think that's a good thing here because we have a lot of rum coming in right now. A lot. Is it capped actually? No, it's not capped, but let's increase the rum happiness. And with this one, chance of illness is... Oh, chance of illness is also increased by 250%. Chance of rise is reduced and reduced needs for... basically, residents consume 50% less coffee, tortillas and fish stew, but they consume 100% more rum and 50% more schnapps. This is actually pretty good. I think this is going to be my favorite out of them. The only thing is the chance of illness is increased. Do we have a hospital already? We don't. So, as long as I don't have a hospital, I'm not going to activate this. What we can do is, though, I'm going to add a couple more Honor levers now. Because we do have that additional production running at the moment. Right, so just to make sure here, we have 6 tons of silver ore right now, so we do need another 40 minutes if it's baseline production to reach the deadline, because we only need 20 more tons, right, or now 19 tons. That's around 40 to 38 minutes that we would need, but we're boosting this with 50% ourselves and 50% for the event, so we should be golden on that first delivery here for the rum. Can I have some paved roads? No, I can't, so speed up the delivery there. Other than that, yeah, it should work out. The math is right. That's golden for the first delivery, but of course there's going to be more deliveries. And here we can also have a look at the medals we can earn, the bronze, silver and gold. We get a special ship ornament, a permanent one, out of these rewards. Bronze and silver complete the final deliveries, complete all other deliveries, and gold would be everything plus extra 300 tons of silver. So I guess we could go ahead with the next silver ore mining already, because we have the workforce and we have the coin, and there you go, the next silver mine is running. Why should we wait on that, right? We have everything that we can go with, and we have the timber. So let's get the road over there. There's some more silver deposits here, and that means we can continue then also with some more silver mining in these areas there, getting really sophisticated at that whole thing. So that's that, right? But the second one is working. That's a lot of silver coming in then. Perfect. We should really plan ahead there a bit. For the obreros, I'm definitely going to need the hot sauce still. Unfortunately, I don't find this production anywhere. So I think for now, it's not going to... Yeah, it's not available really. We could try and sail my ship a bit further away to the other regions. And the linseed is the one for the ponchos, right? So we can now settle on the next island that I was planning already last time. And this time we can go ahead now and start our... Do we need to start a second? I think we do need to start a second... Not a second hacienda, but a second village, right? That we can place here. So let's just try this one. And then I'm going to have my warehouse up here. Right, and then a couple more blocks here. This is working out nicely. Perfect. It's really just a small village that we're having here. And then probably a chapel in this area. Very good. And a couple more houses. And this one. And we could actually keep this tree here as an ornament. Actually a good idea. Let's keep the tree. There you go. Looking like a nice village. We do have some timber left. With that, we should also be planning ahead already my timber production on this island. So I'm going ahead with 2, most likely. Right, so 1 here and 1 here. And then 2 sawmills to supply them. That's looking good. Get them on the way, and then the marketplace plus the first panaderos for this nameless village. It doesn't have a name, right? Age of Tradition. It is. These are just going to work for us for basically the linseed farm. Now, what we can see though here is there is no water source at all. There is a dried out river over there. But other than that, we will need to supply everything here with basins. For that, we do need timber and we need bricks. Also no bricks on this island. It's all about the timber that we produce ourselves and the bricks we get over from our main island. That's the important thing in there. Now it's getting a name, right? Ilha de Luto. That's this island. Very good. My beautiful ship is on its way again, doing its business. I wonder if we get this one here as a ornament there as well. So this one goes off now. We do still need more bricks. We have 200 jornaleros. I haven't built this one yet, but I think now is the right time to get the third one on the way. And let's do this. Right, there you go. Costing me a few a bit of timber again. Other than that, this is cheap and should really just be working for us right away. That we get the bricks. We could build the third silver ore mine now, but I think we're golden with 2 for now. And then it's all about these fields there still that we need. So we could check, for example, what we need the most right now. So corn, of course, is really good. And it's going to stay like that for a while. So we can still get us another tortilla maker out, right? Schnapps and rum, despite having the additional consumption, are looking fantastic. Oh no, we don't have that. We don't have that policy right now. It's still looking fantastic. So they're still working. And potatoes would be out then, and sugarcane, right? So those two we would probably need to boost, or corn. It's good to have the fields, and with that we can go ahead and get us a few more jornaleros out there, I think. The hacienda jornaleros that we need. So this one, and then let's get rid of this road there and those. Because instead we're going to have more hacienda jornaleros living here beside that main road. Right, and there goes the main road around it, and we still have room for a nice, beautiful park or something like that. Whatever we can build up with ornaments. That I really will have to look at later, because right now I can't afford anything else. These guys can completely go away. We have a huge range now. A really huge range. That's good to see. For more of them. And I can also get rid of this marketplace. Seriously, we don't need that at all. Do it like that, and then we can have more. Let's have a block here, and these guys, yeah, actually keep a smaller part there for some ornaments then again, because I'm really excited about the ornaments there as well. I want to get something done, beauty building there as well a bit, while we have the time. I mean, you never really know if we have the time, right? The death clock could already be ticking down. Let's build those guys. And be really careful about consumption overall for now. So let's also keep a bit of space available then to move buildings away if I need the space, right? Gotta say, I love these buildings. Especially also then in the first person mode. Walking around in our small village. And I guess the sun is always burning down in summer. Nevertheless. That's fine. How's it looking over there? Yep, we're still continuing to lose productivity. As we can see, more and more fields are drying down. Still 13 more minutes. My silver at 20 tons now. So the first 25 tons can be coming in soon, the delivery. And we're producing 2 per minute right now. So that's at least a good production. My ship has arrived with the goal to get another basin running them. And for that we need 15 tons of bricks for the first basin. I would build 2 though. I would like to build 2. So we need 30 tons of bricks. I still need to wait a bit there. But we can already get some timber. Very good. The bricks is in. Let's get the 30 tons of bricks. And let's get this one over to Ilha de Luto. That's a really cool name. And we can already go ahead then with our first basin here. We have 40 people available. Does the basin cost me any workforce? It doesn't. And the only thing that I would like to have here then is the linseed farm, right? So that was why we're here actually in the first place. It has the linseed productivity, also the coffee fertility. So that is probably for the obreros then really important. And for the linseed farm, they need 10 farmers. And we could already get the full production going on in Ilha, or we just deliver one of them over, right? So for example, only the linen mill, so the linen itself, or the linseed itself. How many fields do we need on that? Doesn't say. 144. So that's only one basin. I will only be able to get one production up for 2 ponchos per minute. We consume at the moment 2 per minute. So, right, it's exactly how much we need. It's really important that we get the ponchos out because that's the last good for the happiness. And the happier my people are, of course, the faster I can boost them. And also the less likely it is for them to go on strikes and stuff like that. We absolutely don't want that for now. We have the population. Let's actually continue with the next silver mine. I mean, why should I wait on that, right? A bit of more bricks, and then we start this one here up and running now too. Really important. Get as much silver ore as possible for my people. The quest is still running for 26 minutes. Now, where's my ship? There it is. And because we can, let's also have a fire station here. I don't have a fire station yet in my village itself. Very important, really, because we don't want to be surprised by the fire. We have one up there, now one here, and then I'm probably going to have another one down here. Right, so that we have a couple of these guys working just by the water. Beautiful location. Actually, I guess it's quite livable there. I mean, I can totally seal myself here, you know, with a nice cool down house, and outside it's this warm. And you can just take a swim whenever you want. Bring some schnapps or some rum, or both of them at the same time. Why not? Wait a second. Sorry. There's no space anymore. We have produced so much timber on this island that we don't need anything else anymore. I can afford the bridge with that. Let's just do this, really. In a good location, though. Right here, I guess, because there's also that silver mine that we need, right? And then I can just unload more timber. And of course the basin will be empty for now because there's no rain season. I will build 2 of these basins right away so they fill up. And then we can use that for the irrigation that we need. Where is actually the water coming out though? It's actually pretty hard to see. Where do we do that on that side? Because once you build it, it's where the tanks are. Alright, so there's the water coming out. And we should do the same thing here. Alright, so one on that side and one on that side. Right, I mean, we'll also build it here. They don't need to have a street connection, I guess. And then we have the irrigation going all the way down there, and it's probably never going to be that much, right? Like it is here. How many canals do we have? I think it was around 14 that were able to be irrigated. Yeah, up to a 20 actually was possible. So getting those 20 will be crucial. 1, 2. So there it is. That's the first one. And then we can just get this one on the other side as well. On this basin there. Right, so both of them should be then fill up during monsoon season. And we can have then at least 2 plantations here working. So I can have this warehouse there. And then the first linseed farm just here. And the second one here. And both of them will be then using the water that's coming out of these canals there, the 144 fields. Because as we know right now, we can only supply one farm really by one basin, making plantations really expensive overall. Just like this one there. At least the initial cost. What I can do though is, since we have the bricks, I could get the next 30 tons of bricks already from my main island, right? Because we have it, and start the next poncho production then. The problem though is, will be with the coffee, right? This one doesn't have coffee, so we're really limited by the amount of stuff that we can really build here. So there will be coffee here and coffee here. Not that much more space than for my linseed farms, unfortunately, by the looks of it. So you know what? Let's not waste so much space there and have both of these plantations on that side. And one here, right? So this is that using that basin, and this is using that basin there. That should be working out, and this is then all just for the coffee, basically, we can have on that side. Let's build the basins. They need to fill up after all, once the water season starts. Oh, I see. It's not going to be so easy. What? In order to build a basin on another island, we need to have a whole production circle going. So the initial cost plus 60 tons of... Oh, it's actually costing twice as much as I thought, plus the time. Alright. Then I will need another warehouse over here somewhere before we can finish it. So that is really just for the construction. So it will still need more than one monsoon season there, unfortunately. Holy cow, they take forever. And it costs me the workforce too. I want to build both of them by the end of the next monsoon. Gee, that's going to be expensive. And what is it with the hot sauce? We can still not build that one, really. Perhaps with the hacienda? Also here not possible, at the moment at least. The quarters are not possible on the obreros quarters, so let's just build more jornaleros. Perhaps we unlock it down the road. Or perhaps I need to have a delivery going first before we can start with the hot sauce. Anyway, this is a huge blow. I thought we could have finished the basin by now. Instead, it's taking several phases, and we need to finish this one first before we can finish the basin. Alright, off it goes. Stay tuned.